Okay, now to talk about ANOVAs. They are the second type of mean difference tests that we're going to cover. Okay, so they are similar to t-tests in that they compare means for groups, but the difference is that, the key difference conceptually is that whereas t-tests are only for two groups or 2 time points, ANOVAs are for 2 or more groups. So you can have 3, 4, 5 groups. I mean, you can have 2 groups like you do in t-tests, but you can also have way more. And they are similar also to t-tests in that the independent variable is categorical, while the dependent variable is continuous. The test statistic is F. So here are some examples. Is there a difference in socioeconomic status between ethnicities? So the independent variable, the categorical variable, white, Latino, African American, and then the dependent variable, again, continuous, SES. So they're wanting to see if the mean SES level of these different groups is different depending on the group. Is there a difference in life satisfaction scores across single, dating, engaged, and married people? So we have the independent variable is marital status with these groups. And notice there are more than 2, so it has to be ANOVA. And then dependent variable, life satisfaction, and it's measured ordinally. So they're trying to figure out if the life satisfaction mean is different significantly for these 4 groups. So the test statistic for ANOVAs is the F value. The larger the F value, the greater the difference among the means. If F is significant, then that means at least some of the groups somewhere are significantly different from one another. If there are more than 2 groups, post hoc tests are needed to determine the difference between the groups. Because, I mean, if you have 4 groups and your F statistic comes back significant, you don't know which groups are different from each other. Maybe some of them are different, and while others may not be. So you use a post hoc test to figure out which groups are different and which aren't. So here are some other examples. Is there a difference in alcohol consumption among Protestants, Catholics, and Latter-day Saints? So we have religious affiliation. So because you're comparing Protestant, Catholics, and Latter-day Saints, so it is nominal in their groups. And then you're wanting to see how they're different in their alcohol consumption levels. Is there a difference in prosocial behavior among kindergartens, 2nd, 4th, and 6th graders? So the independent variable is grade level, nominal. And then dependent variable is prosocial behavior, ordinal. So how are these grades different in the prosocial behavior levels, in the prosocial behavior means? So let's look at an example table here. So we have 3 age groups here for this first ANOVA here. There are kind of 2 ANOVAs here. So yeah, we have 3 groups here, and here are the means of the 3 groups. But we have to go and look at the p-value to figure out if these means are significantly different from each other. So let's look. It is 0.769. So that is above 0.05. So that means that there is no difference between these groups. Notice the F statistic is very small. So then we have gender, male and female. And here are the means. Here is the test statistic F. Notice again, very small. Here's the p-value, 0.612. So that means there is no difference between these 2 groups and their means. And that is ANOVAs.